Hello, and today, you know what? Well, it's my birthday again, and how fantastic is this as I am to discover with you guys another great timepiece, this time coming from Akrivia, and I wouldn't be surprised if not that many of you ever heard of this brand, and that's totally fine. So it's niche, it's small, 50 watches per year approximately, it's interesting, it's creative, it's technical, proposes super high-end finishing, and the guy behind it, Rexhep Rexhepi, well, he's a young and he's a very talented watchmaker, a cool, smart guy, and on top of it, him and his team are just our neighbors. Yes, just next door to the Watches Club here in the Old Town of Geneva, you will find Akrivia's atelier, and I promise that we will do some additional videos regarding them because it's a fresh brand that enjoys a very reputable followship by respected collectors around the world. Well, it's kind of hype, but for some good reasons. Anyhow, let's get back to the subject of the day, my birthday, and the unboxing of this AK-06 timepiece that comes with it. So obviously a nice wooden box, chic and sturdy, simple presentation, a microfiber cloth on the left side with a nice wooden loop here on the right. And in the middle, of course, this very nice looking AK-06. So though the Akrivia brand is pretty young, was started in 2012, well, this watch is in fact the first non-tourbillon timepiece developed by them in 2017. I will now put my gloves on, and thanks to the comments of one of you guys, I will wear non-black gloves to help out a bit more with the contrast. So one could say that it's a simple three-hander with a power reserve indication, but there is naturally a bit more to this with some very cool technical features. Not only a stop second, but also a 0 seconds reset function, and I will get back to this. Okay, first in terms of design, it uses a case shape quite recognizable for Akrivia watches. It's made out of titanium, so it's pretty light, of course, and you have these rather large lugs with polished edges and brush parts. And this case must be pretty hard to manufacture in terms of the shape features that you find here. In terms of the size, we're talking 41mm in width and a thickness of 9.9mm, so a good size crown here also on the side, which helps you obviously wind and set the times. So nice proportions, but in terms of decoration, well, you immediately see that here we are talking high-end watchmaking territory. It's not open work, but still you can see quite a lot of mechanical things happening on the dial side. And if I flip it around, well, again, you can see clearly the exquisite level of finishing I was referring to before. Every component is finished by hand, and simply by looking at it, you can feel it. And of course, if I use the loop that is provided, well, this is a very pleasant spectacle. The angling is absolutely gorgeous. The Côte de Genève on the German silver base plate is just so slightly uneven, and you feel the human hand behind it. I mean, that large, spectacular polished central bridge, the small perlage, that delicately hammered dial, well, these special hands also, well, yes, this is a fine timepiece. But I do get that for some, maybe the golden aspect of the dial and the base plate might not suit everyone, but at the same time, this is what creates contrast and lets you precisely enjoy better the quality of these components. But let's now talk technique. At 12 o'clock, you have a small power reserve sub-counter, and this watch holds 100 hours of power reserve thanks to a single barrel set precisely under this indicator. So yes, 100 hours, that's a very comfortable amount of reserve for this manual winding watch. And like I mentioned before, the crown has a good size. It makes it very pleasant and easy to wind. But now comes the real specificity of this watch, and this I find so cool and practical at the same time. When you want to set the time, this actually not only stops the second hand that you see here at 6 o'clock, and this is a feature that you see quite often in high-end watches, since it helps you be precise when you're setting the time. But here we go one step further. When you pull the crown, the second hand actually is reset to the zero position. Look at this. So the main difference with the normal stop seconds mechanism is that you, as the wearer, you have to choose normally when you want to stop it, and generally you will also choose the 0 position, but you can always be just this tad off, 59 seconds or 0.1 second. But in this case, you don't have to worry about it. It's the watch's mechanism that sets it automatically at 0 position, and when you push back the crown, off it goes. Okay, you may still have the risk of pushing it back at 59 or 01, but at least it really halves the chances of messing it up. So how cool is that? And I really do like that all the mechanical action required to achieve this, whether simply winding it or setting it, is actually visible on the dial side with the interaction of all these components seen here. So a cool watch, nice features. It's limited to 25 pieces in this execution with its titanium case, 25 also in steel. And like I said, a very interesting brand, and I hope we'll see more of our neighbors soon on this channel. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. All the very best, and viva watchmaking!